Genetic modifications have been applied to both animals and food, saving us from shortages on multiple occasions. I believe it is time we start to explore the options to apply these techniques to human offspring. Scientists today know it is possible to do this, so why isn't it happening? Well, before we talk about this broad topic, we all need a foundation for what exactly happens and how it happens. Well, it sounds very sci fi and futuristic, but an embryo is grown outside, yes, outside of the female body into only 8 cells. And at this stage, geneticists would take a couple of these cells and test them for undesirable defects. If everything is clear, it would be implanted into the female. Well, now let's take a look at what we know. Genetically modifying and altering offspring would lead to better health. We have seen this consistently in the plants and animals we have already done this with. Traits passed down from one mother and father and child to the other would cause things such as heart murmurs and infant mortalities, and this would go away through the process. And there is a bright future in altering our genetics, and we should use it to the advantage of the human race. Genetically modifying does not mean you have to do it, but why would anyone do it? After all, the whole process seems completely strange and, without needing to be said, unnatural. Well, proponents of modifying offspring have always stayed loyal to the statement that it should never be required for anyone who doesn't wish to do so. And as a matter of fact, this is mainly being pushed for those who are hemophiliacs and do not want that trait passed down, or other genetic defects. These disorders could be eliminated from the population. And okay, that's great, right? But of course, there's going to be someone who wants to produce the next LeBron James / Albert Einstein. Correct? Well, fortunately, scientists are trying to link patterns with cancer to our DNA, not recreating thousands of LeBron Jameses. Additionally, research into which traits affect height, intelligence, and even looks are only slightly understood, as there are hundreds of traits that can determine just one output. Which leads me to my next point. Hundreds of traits can determine just one output. That seems extremely scary and very risky, does it not? Now, nobody is perfect. Not even these geneticists working on this, and with hundreds of traits being changed in millions of people, this could ultimately affect the gene pool, or how many genes are spread out across the population so it stays in balance, in other words. And while there are still plenty of X factors that need to be worked out before this would be bulletproof, genetically modifying has only had success in its previous stints, and therefore I believe it is time we start to explore the options to apply these techniques to human offspring.